in me and you. All these years of inspiration and love. Oh, how we live and what we say. It's Stampin' Up and it's our way.
Hi everyone, and this is our next card in our Craft at Home. And what you will have in your supplies is a basic white base card. You will have a piece of basic white layer, and you are going to stamp your leaf 3 times. You are also going to stamp the flowers out of the Happiness Abounds stamp set as well. You're going to do both of the bouquets, and we're going to cut those out with our dies. In the supplies, you'll also have a teacup. This is from the Cup of Tea stamp set. And then you will have 3 flowers in 3 different colours as well. You'll need the happy birthday words from the stamp. You'll need your black ink. You'll also need a green ink pad and then a darker shade of green. I've got Mossy Meadow and Pear Pizzazz as my 2 greens. And I've also got a black marker pen as well. So first thing we need to do is cut out our 2 flowers, bunches of flowers from here, and then we are also going to colour in our leaves. I am actually using a blender pen for this technique. So just pop that out of the way for a sec. Just picking up some of the colour, and then I just bring it down and just create a line. Just so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So darker edge along. You can just go ahead and colour in if you don't have a blender pen. Just use anything you have. You can even just use an aqua painter if you've got one. Just remembering not to add too much water to our cardstock, because it's not water paper, so it's not watercolor paper, so we need to be careful not to add too much water if we are using our aqua painter on our basic white cardstock. So just coming in and adding a little bit of depth, a little bit of color. Don't want to add too much to the leaves, because eventually if you add a lot of layering, a lot of colour to this, it will actually break up the fibres in the cardstock. To clean the blender pan, just keep going over, and then you'll see that it will actually run clear. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I've got ahead and used the dies to cut out all of my leaves and my flowers. And now that the ink has had a little bit of time just to dry, I'm going to actually take one of my leaves and I'm just going to bring in and give it an extra little layer just to make it slightly darker with a little bit of the Mossy Meadow. Okay, now our next step in this card is you're going to take a drop sheet. Let me put that die away before I lose it. All right, so what we're going to do now, let's pop all that out of the way, is you're going to take your teacup and we're going to take our marker. And what you're going to do is just draw across just some black lines. Now the reason I'm doing this is because you guys might not have the teacup stamp set just yet. So this is a way of doing this without actually having the teacup stamp set, because it already has. So the cup of tea comes with a striped cup. So I'm actually just creating that cup, very rustic, onto that. All right, so what we're going to do now, basically the card goes together like this. We are going to stamp our happy birthday directly onto the base, like so. Then what we're going to do is take our dimensionals and pop those onto the back of our teacup. Our teacup goes down. And then taking a couple of dimensionals, pop those onto your flowers. And I'm not going to stick anything on these ones just yet, but I will grab my multi-purpose adhesive. So what you're going to do now is randomly position your flowers however you would like. Raise it up a little bit so that they're not all too crowded. And then you can tuck in 1 or 2 or 3 of your leaves as you like. And then I'm just adding in some of the bunches of flowers. So I'm just testing that first, seeing where I would like things to sort of go. So I'm quite happy with the height of that pink one. So I need it to be up high. So on there it goes. And then it's a bit cold today and my fingers don't want to work. All right. So if I'm going to position my 2 outer flowers, no hard and fast rule with this one, just pop them sort of down, and then you can come in and just add some of your leaves, and then we'll add a little bit of our black and white bunch as well. And this one, just going to slide him in, maybe on that angle. And then my darker leaves. Just tuck that into there, and if you want you can add your 3rd leaf just coming into there. So tuck him in, slide him along, pop under that one, and that is our simple card for us for today. So I hope you like that and have fun. Okay, bye.
What we love, what we do makes a difference in me and you. All these years of inspiration